Hi everyone, and welcome to Bob's Wood Stuff. Today I'm going to show you how I made this portable chopping stump for my brother who just bought a new axe. Let's go to the shop. My supplies were a 4-foot length of 4x4 and a 4-foot metal strap. I decided to cut the 4x4 into 9 pieces at 5 inches long, which would allow me to make a 3x3 grid. The miter saw seemed like the best way to do that, and I added a PVC elbow so the sawdust goes straight down instead of up in the air. I used a stop block to quickly cut 9 same-sized pieces. In order to avoid binding the cut-off piece between the stop block and the blade, I clamped it to the fence during each cut. I set up the blocks in a 3x3 grid with the end grains facing up. The blocks don't fit together well because I didn't join the 4x4 first, so they're not square. I'll still be able to get these to work, but I recommend jointing and planing the 4x4 before chopping it. I drew a line around the whole thing to indicate where I would cut a dado for the metal strap. I marked the width of the metal strap onto one of the pieces using a combination square to make sure it was in the middle of the piece. Then I used the metal strap as a reference for depth while I raised up the dado stack. I matched up those lines to my blade while setting a stop block on the crosscut sled. Then I clamped the workpiece to the sled. Normally I wouldn't need to clamp it here, but because I didn't joint the 4x4, it doesn't sit correctly in the crosscut sled, and I want it secure against the fence. I ran it across the blade, then flipped it around and did it again. I tested the fit of the metal strip in the dado, and there was a little bit of play, which is what I was looking for. Then I did the same cuts in the rest of the pieces, making sure to do 2 sides on the corner blocks. After reassembling the grid, I laid the metal strip into the groove and marked where the first bend should go. Then I went to my anvil and did some cold forging to bend a 90-degree corner. This metal is thin enough to bend with pliers, but I can get a sharper corner by using the hammer and anvil. Also, I don't get a lot of opportunities to use my anvil, so this is fun. Then I started bending the second corner after measuring the length against my wooden blocks. This was a little difficult to do because my anvil is not elevated on a stump, so the metal was hitting the floor, but I managed to make it work because it was just the right size. I stacked the blocks up again to measure and mark the next corner. Then went back to the anvil to bend the third corner. The metal was too long, so I went to cut it with a hacksaw. I set up my quick change vise, which allows me to secure a machinist vise in my woodworking vise. There's a link in the description to the quick change vise video. I found it hard to push the hacksaw, so I reversed the blade and made it cut on the pull stroke, and that worked a lot better. Then I bent the last corner and adjusted the frame to square it up real good. Once the strap was bent properly, I nailed several galvanized roofing nails through it to keep it in place and hold the blocks together. I rotated the workpiece to get nails on all the sides. The blocks were a bit loose, so I hammered several wooden shims into the gaps to tighten up the whole block and make it press tightly against the strap. Had I jointed the lumber at the beginning of the project, there would not be so many gaps. This chopping stump works really well and is small enough to put away when you're not using it, which was my intended design. Thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to like and subscribe so you see my future videos. Bye.